Welcome to a different video on the channel. This is Morphies Law, a brand new shooter that has just come out for the Switch. It did come out yesterday on the eShop and it does cost around about $20. It does cost £15.99. I was lucky enough to get a review code for Morphies Law, so I'd just like to thank the dev team for sending me a review code so that I could play Morphies Law, and that is pretty much what I have been doing over the last few hours. So in this video I will be giving my first impressions on Morphies Law based on the time that I have spent playing the game. But first things first, let's just explain what Morphies Law is. It is a third-person shooter, but with a twist. Your playable character can change in size, and to change the size of your character, pretty much if you want your arms to be bigger, then you have to shoot the arms on the enemies to basically expand your arms, and the same with your legs, your head and your chest as well. And pretty much you will have two massive avatars, and the main game mode is called Morph Match, and it is whoever steals the most mass. And basically when you do steal mass from the enemy team, it will make your big avatar, which is your team's avatar, it will make your big avatar larger in size. And pretty much in Morph Match, the winner will be whoever has the largest avatar at the end of the match. It is definitely a really fun game. I haven't really seen anything like this before, so I'd just like to commend the dev team for making a third-person shooter like this. It is something that you don't really see that often from indie companies, so I'd just like to thank the dev team for trying out something different. And yeah, I am definitely having a lot of fun with this game. It is really fun to play, but there is definitely a learning curve to this game. It's like when I first played the game, I tried to reload my weapon and there is no reload weapon at all. You can just shoot your weapon and you will be able to hit the enemies, kill them, but also steal mass at the same time. And then when you do steal mass, of course your character will get bigger, not only your big avatar or your team's avatar, but also your playable character. And also when you do die, say like if you are really small, you will respawn as a really small character, and to get your mass up you will have to shoot the opposition to get your mass back up to a normal sort of level. But you can basically get to different parts of the stage. By being a small character, you can move around the stage quicker than if you are a big sort of character. And also, if you are a big character, it will take you a while to move around the stage. So it's all a balancing act. It all depends on what you prefer. Do you prefer to run around? You know, you will be harder to hit if you are a smaller character than if you are a bigger character. But say like if you want to be a larger character, you will move around the stage like a lot slower than if you are a smaller character. So yeah, definitely I'm a fan of the mechanics. In terms of like the stages they look really cool to play on, and I definitely like the art style for this game as well. It definitely looks really good, and yeah, I just like the art direction that they decided to go with for this game. So all in all, I am having a lot of fun playing this game, but you will have to grind to get to level 5, and that is when you pretty much unlock all of the basic stuff. When you first start out playing the game, it will be a little bit of a struggle. That is what I faced when I was battling against people with a higher level than me. Pretty much you can unlock more stuff when you do level up. One of the first unlocks is that you can place a shield on the stage, and that will protect not only you but also surrounding allies as well. Also, when you do get to level 3, you can make your own weapons, and you can basically add attachments that you do unlock by playing the game onto weapons that you do unlock also by playing the game, and that will give you a different sort of sub-weapon when you do battle in Morphies lore. So it is a little bit of a struggle until you get to like level 5, and that is when you do unlock all of the basic stuff. But basically when you do level up, you get more weapons and more attachments as well. So the more time you do put into the game, the more you do get out of it. And also when you do level up, you get like pinatas, and you can get different sort of unlockable sort of emotes and different customization gear as well. Morphies lore also has gyro controls as well, and that is pretty much how I have been playing the game. I have been using gyro controls, and I would say that the gyro isn't as good as Splatoon 2, but it is much better than the gyro in Fortnite. That is just my first impressions of the gyro controls. All in all, definitely I'm having a lot of fun with this game, but that's not to say that the game is perfect, because I feel like this game, I don't know, maybe it could have benefited from having a sort of test fire sort of demo before it did launch. At the moment, there is a sort of issue in terms of like lagging in the game, and the devs have recognized this issue, and apparently they will be releasing a patch that will be fixing that issue. I do have issues with the stages, especially in Morph Match. It can be quite easy to spawn trap opponents, so yeah, I'm not really a fan of the stages in Morph Match, but they do work in other game modes. In terms of the game modes in the actual game, you've got Morph Match, which I did explain earlier. It is sort of like Team Deathmatch, where pretty much you have to steal the mass from the opponents to make your team avatar bigger. You have Headhunt, where you have one head from one of the two avatars in the middle of the stage, and you have to take that head back to your base, and when you do that, basically the winner will be whoever puts that head on the team's avatar. But I feel like that game mode, it should be multiple rounds. Like that game mode can end really quickly, so I kind of feel like that game mode should be a best of 3 round situation. In terms of the other game mode, I think it is called something like Morph Heist or something like that, and pretty much what you have to do is go to the enemy team's avatar and steal the mass from the avatar. And then what you need to do is, when your character is bigger, you do start out really small, so you do have to go up to a enemy team's avatar, like the enemy team's avatar at their base. You have to shoot it to steal mass from the enemy team's avatar, and then you have to deposit that mass at certain stations along the stage, and that will make your team's avatar bigger. And at the end of the match, whoever has the biggest avatar at the end will win that match. In terms of other things that they can improve on, I feel like there should be an option where if there is not enough players to fill out both teams, I feel like they should add in a bot to fill out like the lobby. So like if you got 4 members on one team but only 3 members on the other team, I feel like they should add in a bot to fill out the lobby. Or basically in mid-match, I feel like you should be able to join mid-match to fill out the lobby. So they could either add in a bot, or basically mid-match they could add in a real life person to fill out the lobbies. So like if anybody is searching for a match, I feel like the priority is to put that person into a match where the lobby isn't full. So that is one change that I would make. In terms of other changes, I kind of feel like there should be more stages and game modes for the price of the game. This game is $20, and I do believe there is only about 5 or 6 stages. So there should be more stages in this game. I'm not sure whether that price point will put off people from picking up the game. I'm not sure whether the game would have done better as a free-to-play title, and maybe they could have made money out of the pinatas and people buying pinatas, kind of like Paladins, kind of like Fortnite. I'm not sure whether going down the pay to sort of access the game sort of routes, like paying £15, I'm not sure whether that would be best for the game. I am a little bit worried in terms of how active this game will be in the future. But all in all, I am a massive fan of this game. I am definitely enjoying it. It is something different, it is something fresh, something unique, and yeah, at this moment in time, I would definitely say that I am enjoying it. I am a fan of the modes available as well. You have local multiplayer where you can play the game locally with friends. You have offline against bots. You have online against bots. I do believe there is a private lobby sort of system where you can invite friends to a private lobby and you can set your own rules, and that is, you know, pretty cool. You can join a friend as well, and also there is quick match where you get put into a lobby, and also in that lobby you can select what map you want to play on as well as the game mode. Definitely do like that feature as well. So all in all, I am a fan, but I am a little bit worried in terms of how active this game will be. I'm hoping that people will give this game a chance, but at this moment in time, I would say that in the community, a lot of people aren't happy with the game due to the lag issues, and yeah, that definitely needs to be fixed if this game is to have a long shelf life. And I feel like this game will need to have updates in terms of new stages and possibly new game modes as well, to keep the community active, to keep new players interested in playing the game. So to end the video, I just want to give a sort of wrap up and summarise my thoughts on the game. So it is definitely a fun game. I am really enjoying playing the game. I am a fan of how different and unique the gameplay is. It is really fun to play, and by the way, you can get sort of a special weapon as well when you do level up, and that is really fun to use. Really, I'm a fan of the gameplay mechanics, how you got to shoot the enemies to steal mass away from them, to make them smaller and to make you bigger. Really am a fan of the main game mechanic because it is so different, like what I have said many times throughout this video. So there is a solid foundation there in terms of the actual game itself, but there are problems with this game in terms of the lag issues. Hopefully they will get sorted out really soon. So yeah, I have looked at the amount of stages and game modes in this game as well. I did set up a private battle against bots, and I did notice that there is only 4 stages in this game, and like what I have said many times, there is 3 game modes in this game. I'm not sure whether that is worth £15 or not. That could be the difference in terms of whether people will pick up this game or not. So I'm not sure whether this game would have been better as a free-to-play title and they charge for pinatas. You can buy pinatas with real life money as it is right now, so I'm not sure whether this game would have been better going down the free-to-play route. I'm not sure whether the amount of content that is there at this moment in time is worth the £15, but I guess, you know, when I do, you know, play the game, I am having fun playing the game. So I guess you do get sort of value for money that way in terms of the fun factor. But in terms of the content there is going to need to be more content added to this game to, you know, keep people interested, but also to justify the price tag. So they're just my concerns at this moment in time, the lag issues and the amount of content that is there. But this game definitely is a solid foundation to it, and I will be continuing to play this game just because it is fun to play. But that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about Morphies lore in the comment section below. will you pick this up from the eShop? And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I've got another Morphies lore video coming out soon on the channel. It will be a much shorter video than this one, but that is pretty much it for this video, and I will see you next time.